going on the move today. We've been gone for a year, as I said in the previous video. We're getting ready to head over to, well, up from here to St. George Island for a couple of days. Dog-friendly spot from what I have read. We've never been there. It's about an hour and a half south of Panama City. So we'll see you there.
Peace.
Here's the bridge going over to St. George Island. We hit some heavy rain. Looks like everybody's leaving. It's Sunday, Father's Day, June 15th. Here's the rain clouds. Looks like there's the island over there, if you can see. Still sprinkling a little bit. Pretty cool. Here we are, coming up to our little humble abode for a couple days.
Turn left, then the destination is on your right.
It's really not on the right. It's right here. Okay, here's our room at the Buccaneer Inn. We do have a partial ocean view. I don't know if you can see. This hotel's been in operation for a long time. It is the only hotel on the beach in St. George Island. Old school. They're working on remodeling everything, but I will say it's very clean. Already checked it all out. That's kind of cool, little style, little like restaurant seat there. Otis is getting acclimated. It's been a long drive. It's been a long day in the car. We're gonna go do some walking around, aren't we? You wanna go for a walk? Anyway, got a microwave, fridge, coffee, TV. Here's the little area for dry your hair, do your makeup. Got the bathroom in here. Still kind of old school, but I will say it's, as you can see, it's very clean. I don't have any complaints so far. We'll let you know at the end of the trip, and we're gonna go do some exploring and kind of get acclimated with the area. Hello, friend.
Sweet to her.
Okay, we are heading over here to the Blue Parrot. Right there. To grab a bite to eat.
Oh, we got a bag.
I think that's the main strip over there. But looks like we're in good walking distance. We don't have much of a walk to the lighthouse. There's a dining entrance and a tiki bar, so I think since we're gonna eat, we're gonna go to the dining entrance here. Get our bearings here and film it when we get inside. It's really loud in here, but here's the menu.
And then my purse goes. Oh, because I
Starters, soups and salads,
but I also want a bag.
Cool. We don't really have an oceanfront seat. There's live music. There's the water there. Hopefully the rain holds off. Dog friendly out here. Otis is hanging out. Trying to figure out what we want. So now we've moved inside because the rain's moving in. we're under the covered area and the dogs are allowed here. Also, just waiting on our food. We both ordered the shrimp. Okay, we just got done with the Blue Parrot. It came a pouring down rain. There's water everywhere. It was decent. What'd you think?
Wasn't any good.
It was all right. It was, you know, pub food, good. Not too bad. So we're gonna head back and get Otis fed and maybe walk around a little bit. But it is really, really quite nice. So Otis is done. This leads out, I believe, to the beach. We haven't been out here yet, so we're gonna go check it out here. Oh yeah, here we go. Beautiful. There it is. There it is, Otis. Nice. Pretty. So right there is where we're staying. It's a little old school Florida motel. There is the pool area. Of course, there are no dogs allowed in the pool, but there is a sign on here that says, due to chemical imbalance, the state of Florida has required us to shut the pool down for the remainder of the day. I'm hoping they'll get that taken care of before we leave, because we were going to take turns getting in the pool. All right, here we are at the Lighthouse. It's the Cape St. George Light Museum and Gift Shop. I think you can climb to the top, but I'm not really gonna do it. Just because I get claustrophobic up there. There's public restrooms right there. I'm not sure what's up here. We'll go see. Names on their bricks. There's more restrooms over there. Let's see what's up here. It doesn't say anything. Hi, little birdie. Looks like a little baby bird. He's kind of still fuzzy. Aww. Hello. It didn't say anything about no pets. It just said no bikes, no skateboards, all that. Hi, Otis. Did you not want to come up here? There they come. There's a little playground over there. Looks like more little room places on the beach. What's that? Uh-oh, it's gonna rain. Sugar Kingdom over there. Huh. Don't need any more sugar. And look at the old gas lights. Lighthouse Museum and Gift Shop. Pooch parking at base of stairs. So no pooches inside. After you leave the Lighthouse Gift Shop, there is a visitor center there to your right. Doug and Otis sitting on a bench. They got all these little benches around here to sit on. It's nice. Little park. We're walking in the raindrops. Okay, this is the Buccaneer Inn take 2 of our rooms. So they upgraded us to to a kitchenette.
I feel like I might not go home.
Oh gosh, no, it's an old Florida style hotel. I said it's clean, just needs some updating. But the fan in the bathroom and the old one had fallen off, and there were wires exposed. So when we told them, they went ahead and just upgraded our room to a room with a kitchenette. I don't need a kitchenette, but this is on the bottom floor, so it's more convenient for us. That's the dog spot is right next to the room. The entrance to the beach is right next to the room. So here we are again with the McDonald's, the old style McDonald's booths. And there's the old-fashioned kitchenette. Like I said, they are remodeling, but of course they have started the remodel on their like suites and ocean fronts. So these rooms don't have top priority. But again, it is clean, it smells good, it doesn't smell musty, the showers are clean. I've looked everywhere, everything over really well, so. Doug's all sweaty we've been walking up and down the stairs, and Otis is like, what is going on, Dad?
People walking outside our door.
We've been in and out, up and down, and I'm tired. So
People walking right by
now I think we're gonna go, we're gonna rest here, get a little drink, and watch the sunset. The weather has finally cleared off. So anyway, take 2 at the Buccaneer Inn, first night here. Those are the suites that they have redone all the rooms in. I think that's where they've started out because nothing else has been remodeled. Get to see the sunset. We got blue skies. Are you running from the waves? Here it comes. Okay, so lean in here.
I'm here.
How'd you like the Buccaneer Inn? Yeah. We cut our stay short at the Buccaneer Inn. It was not, I mean, after we were there for a little bit, we realized how dirty the floor was in the bathroom. They upgraded us to a kitchenette because the first room we were in, the fan in the bathroom had fallen off and there were exposed wires. So we went downstairs to tell them, and they said, oh, we can't let you stay in there, so we're gonna go ahead and upgrade you at no extra charge to this room with the kitchenette. The kitchenette had a greasy, it was a 1970s stove, which we weren't going to use it anyway, so it didn't matter. But anyway, it was just a dingy room. We could hear people's alarm going off this morning. The walls were so thin. The trash outside was overflowing. There was trash on the grounds, on the property. The pool was closed because the state of Florida shut it down because of a chemical imbalance. So they weren't even sure if they were going to get it up and running today. So we were able to check out, get our money back. We're going to...
our money back for the second night.
For the second night. Yeah, we
night.
didn't get our... because we stayed there. I mean, the bed was okay. The sheets were clean. I always check that really well anyway. But it was just... I couldn't have stayed there another night. So we're going to go eat some breakfast. The area is beautiful. And it is dog friendly. The dog has been allowed everywhere we've gone, the beach and everything. So we're gonna eat, we're gonna spend the day at the public beach, and then we're gonna hop over to Apalachicola, and we're gonna stay at the Gibson Inn and check that area out. It's kind of right on the Apalachicola Bay, so we'll see you there. Otis on the move. These are the pictures I took at the Buccaneer Inn. This was in the room. The molding was coming off. The trash was full. The stove was extremely greasy when I grabbed the handle. The coffee maker was dirty and rusty. And this was in the corner of the bathroom floor. We didn't notice this right off, or we would have left. We're at the Beach Pit Inn. Or not the Beach Pit Inn, the Beach Pit Restaurant in St. George Island. Otis got to come inside and eat, so.
Very pet friendly.
Very pet friendly here. This is the menu. I'm just gonna eat a light breakfast since we're going to the beach. Prices are really reasonable. Sausage and gravy biscuit, $4. They also serve dinner, I believe. Anyway, we're going to eat breakfast and head to the beach. So the beach pit was really good. There's outdoor seating. They serve breakfast, lunch, and dinner here. There's a place out here on the patio where you can sit too if you want to sit outside with your dog, but they do allow the dogs inside, so that was great. Good service. It's 9 a.m. We don't check into our other hotel till 3. Rain, please stay out there. Please. There's blue sky over there. It's really beautiful here. Okay, here it goes. You gotta bring it back. Bring it back. Otis, come. Bring it here. Give it to me. Is it sandy? Is it sandy? He's going back to the setup. Laying on his towel. Oh, Otis. So this is the public beach parking area here next to the Lighthouse. You can either pull your wagon through there like we did, or there's this set of stairs here that walks out onto the beach. And it's a big step up, so. Place to rent chairs, which really the chair rental, there was one place, and I think it was this guy here, maybe. It was only like $5 per chair, and then I think maybe $25 for the umbrella. What's really disappointing to me is I'm seeing trash. People do better picking up your trash, taking with you what you bring in. Such a beautiful place to trash like that. And this leads right down to the beach, and I think you can rent a little kayak, some jet skis over there. There's Otis and Doug. I think the rain's gonna miss us. Thank you, God, for that. We prayed about that for sure. It's perfect weather. 81 degrees. Nice ocean breeze. Oh, this is being a good little honest. This seems to be like the beach patrol dog. He's kind of with the guy that sells the chairs, and he just kind of roams around freely, checking things out. This is the view of leaving St. George Island. You can see it today. It's a nice, clear, puffy cloud day. Okay, so we just got here at the Gibson Inn. Established 1907, around 119. Cute little porch. Big difference from where we just came from. They let us check in early, which was great because we were tired at the beach. We've been on the beach all day. Otis loves the bed, king size bed. We have a couch. They even left us dog bowls for Otis, and welcome to the Gibson.
These cashews.
We got cashews and little gummy bears and a beautiful bathroom. Beautiful bathroom. And this inn, I'll call it an inn. So this is the Gibson Inn, and we came from the Buccaneer Inn. Stark contrast between the two, and this was only, I think, maybe $30 more difference. So yeah, I mean, stark contrast. There's the map on the wall of where we're at. Apalachicola, the Gibson Inn, and I'll film some more later around the grounds and stuff when we get everything unpacked and get showers. You like it better here, Otis? Yes, that's nicer. It doesn't smell. There's a little history on the Gibson Inn. Built in 1907 as a center for lumber and shipping. You can pause that and read it if you want some more info. You just don't find detail like that anymore in the new buildings. Old style exit signs with all the detail work in them. So cool. They do also have bicycles here that you can rent. Outdoor seating. They do have a restaurant here, but their restaurant does not allow dogs even outside here in this area. But this would be a nice little area to sit and have dinner. Kind of a cool little town here. There it is. So we're actually at the tap room, which is a part of the Owl Cafe. But we didn't want seafood, so we came here. So we had seafood yesterday. Just a quick glance at the menu. We're sitting out on the patio. I think we're gonna go with the cheeseburger here. There's the prices. got a water situation in Apalachicola that we weren't aware of, so I'm gonna have to ask the hotel about it when we get back over there. So I couldn't order tea because can't drink the water. Wondered why Otis wouldn't drink the water except from the bottle of water today, from our bottled water, so we'll let you know about that. Okay, so an update on the water situation in Apalachicola. It is due to Hurricane Helene. They're having structural issues, I guess, with the water system, and it's been gradually getting worse. So they are having bottled water brought in, bagged ice. I did check with the hotel here, or the inn, it's not really a hotel, the Gibson Inn, and they said that they are always triple filtered water, so we are good here. The tap room, as far as the food there, it was okay. They're very nice. I will say everywhere we've been here, everybody's been very, very friendly. We were sitting outside to eat and the flies were swarming us, and it was a slow time, so the waitress was nice enough just to let us sneak inside at a corner table and finish our dinner there. So we got to finish eating inside, and like I said, it was okay. And their internet went down, so if you didn't have cash, we couldn't pay, so she just said, comped it and said, so we got a free dinner, so I can't complain too much. So anyway, that's it for the water situation in Apalachicola. Okay, we're going to the park.
Huh?
We're going to the park so Otis can poop. What was the name of the park? Roosevelt Park.
The name of the
old-
park is
is that
Battery
an anchor?
Park. I was mistaken.
I'm not sure what that is.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it is. I can see it from this thing. That's pretty cool. Looks like a popular fishing spot. Very pretty. That's probably going to end our day here in Apalachicola. Otis is looking for me. I better get back over there. Okay, so we sat down on the bed and we realized that we are really not that picky of people about where we stay or anything, but the ice maker machine ended up being on the other side of the wall behind the bed, and it was the kind that you can just plug in or unplug or whatever, so we called the front desk. It was making the actual bed vibrate. It was that loud. So it's about 8 p.m. They went ahead and switched our room, so I'm gonna show you what the new room looks like. It's kind of an upgrade. Pretty room. We've got a really good tour of the Gibson Inn, and they've been really great here. So here is the new room. This is not normally a pet-friendly room. I like these rooms because they're like set back in the like 1900s, when original to when it was built, but kind of with the modern flair. We have the view of the big old live oak tree out front on our little porch with our rocking chairs. Nice couch, nice big bed, mirror, dresser, TV. Another really nice bathroom here. All marble, tile, whatever you want to call it, all the way to the ceiling. But again, another very clean, nice room, and they were very accommodating. We just haven't had very good luck on this little 2-day trip, and we're tired and we were just dying for a good night's sleep. So let's hope we get one. You ready for a good night's sleep, Otis? Where'd you go? He's ready to go night-night. Okay, we're home now. Just wanted to hop on here and do a brief summary of our little trip. Originally supposed to spend 2 days at the Buccaneer Inn on St. George Island. Obviously we left the Buccaneer Inn early. I did a separate review for that on TripAdvisor. Like Doug said, he's back to work today, but like he said, you would expect that when you go stay somewhere that you want it to be at least as nice and clean as your home or better. And this was, it was just dirty. Everything about it was bad. I tried to be optimistic. It was, outdated, needed upgrades, whatever, but cleanliness is a big thing. And it was inside and outside was unkept, so that was unfortunate. St. George Island is dog friendly. It's beautiful there. The little Lighthouse area park that you saw, everywhere was dog friendly there. What I will say is, as far as walking around the area, there really aren't any sidewalks, so you're walking in the streets. So you have to be kind of careful there. There was a big rainstorm that had come through earlier, so there was lots of big puddles everywhere, so we were dodging cars and puddles, so be aware of that. But it was a nice laid back little trip on that island, and dog friendly, yes, very much so. So we spent the day at the beach, checked into the Gibson Inn in Apalachicola, which is only 8 miles from St. George Island. I would recommend, if you don't require staying right on the beach, this would be a nice little place to stay. Didn't spend a whole lot of time in the town, but as far as the dog friendliness, the place we stayed was dog friendly. We had him with us when we went to eat. There's lots of places where you can eat outside with your dog. Most of the stores, I just went into a couple stores, they were dog friendly. There's a couple parks in the area. So all in all, as far as dog friendly, good. The food, the entire time we were gone, the restaurants that we ate at, I'm not big on food reviews, but you're kind of captive when you're staying on the beach. So it's like we both got shrimp baskets the first night. It was okay. It wasn't anything to rave on about or anything. Just your typical beach pub food is what we had while we were gone. So all in all, dog friendly. It was a good trip. Just kind of didn't go as we planned. If you have any suggestions for us for little day trips here and there, we're in Central Florida. So just drop a suggestion on dog-friendly places that you might know of. Like I said, we're heading into summer, so it's very hot, so there won't be a lot of long days of activity outside, aside from early mornings or evenings. So we'll check out some parks, and I've got some things in mind. So stay tuned, and if you like our content, subscribe, and we'll see you next time. Bye.